Hello people, welcome back to Fantastic. Today's session is going to be another session of trying and simplifying another complex market terminologies for you people. So we'll be looking at bulk deals and block deals today. See, why I chose this topic is particularly this data. Many investors are very much confused about the basic difference, or either they don't know how to analyze this data. So in today's video, what we'll do is first of all we'll understand the basic difference between bulk deals and block deals. Then we'll see how does this data impact a particular stock. We'll see how we can find this data, like where is the access available for this data, where you can find out easily. Plus, last and but not least, how to analyze this data and take advantage of it if you are planning to enter into a particular stock or exit also. So now without further ado, let's just begin with it. So to make it easier to understand, I've actually prepared a differentiate between these bulk deals and block deals. So let's see it point by point. So the very first point is definition. So a bulk deal is a trade where total quantity shares bought or sold is more than 0.5% of the number of shares of the listed company. Whereas in the block deal is a deal where trading shares is done more than 5 lakh shares or for a value of more than 5 crores of a company. Then the second point comes is time. So bulk deal, it is a market driven order, so it can be placed during normal market timings also. Whereas in the block deal, it is done at the beginning of trading hours, which is from 9:15 a.m. to 9:50 a.m. for a duration of 35 minutes. Then we see the visibility. So bulk deal, this deal is actually visible to everyone on the trading on the stock exchange. Whereas in the block deal, since the block deals happens in a separate window, they are not visible to the regular market players. Then we see the price limit. Since it is a market driven transaction, the bulk deals are, there is no such price limit in these deals. Whereas in the block deals, if you see, price of a share ordered at the window should range within plus 1% or minus 1% of the current market price or the previous day's closing price of that particular stock. Then we see the transaction type. So trade can be done for intraday as well as delivery. Both options are there in bulk deals. But in a block deal, every transaction should result into delivery. So now let's see a little bit of similarities or features, you can say, of both these bulk and block deals. So the very first thing or similarity also you can say is, first of all, retail investors cannot participate in these deals. Obviously, when you see the size of these deals, you can predict that very easily, that retail investors are not participants. So who basically can participate in these deals? So institutional investors, basically institutional investors like foreign institutional investors, FIIs, super HNIs, mutual fund houses, insurance companies, then we have banks, then we have venture capitalists and other financial institutions also. And another thing is some promoters, like few of the promoters are also participants in these kind of deals, both bulk and block deals. So promoters actually basically participate just to arrange the issues which are there in the cross holdings. Another similarity which I can say in both of these is whenever this bulk or block deal takes place, the both the parties which are involved in this deal, you can say, both the parties as well as the broker which takes out the transaction, all of them need to inform it to the regulator before the transaction is done. So when it is informed to the regulator, it is published, publicly. This data is published for the retail investors to be accessible, and that is actually how we get access to this kind of data of the deals which are going to happen. So now we'll see where you can find this data, or where you can check out this data of this block and bulk deals. It is little bit difficult to find useful data in bulk deals just because there will be more intraday trades than delivery trades. So see, what happens is, when there is mixed kind of data, it is difficult to make out what particular motto was the deal done with, like it was just for an intraday thing or for a delivery thing, because obviously delivery trades are the one which gets us more interested, because there you can find really big investors who are ready to buy it for long term. So in block deals, there will be only delivery trades, so you have to just find the investors where they have deep pockets and where they are investing for long term. So you will get a better idea that these particular big investors are going for these stocks, and you can get a hint from there. So if you want to see for bulk deals and block deals, I'll be showing it to see on nseindia.com. For the thing is that right now it is available, the data is available on the older websites itself. It is not updated on the new website of NSE. So even if you just Google bulk deals and block deals, you will get the first link as the older website one, which is www.1.nseindia.com. So over here you can see bulk deals, block deals. So if I just click on this, so if you get this data, I mean, you have options over here, which is bulk deals, block deals and short selling. So if you want to check for, say for example, you're going for checking a bulk deal, if you want to check for the bulk deals, so you select over here, then you put on the symbol of a particular company. If you want to see a particular stock wise or a company wise, then you can put a symbol. So I'll just, if I want to just see the data of whatever, like all the scripts, whatever bulk deals has happened, I'll not put a symbol, I'll not put any name over here. Here I can select the period, like for the past 1 day, the option is from 1 day to 24 months, which is 2 years. So let's say I select for the past 7 days. Or there is an option, if you want to go for date wise, you can select over this date option, and then from into you need to put in the dates from which and to which date you want the data, you want to check it from. So in this case, I'll be checking just for the past 7 days, and then click on get data, and here it is. So this is data of bulk deals related to all the scripts which has happened in the past 7 days. So you can do all your, if you want to check symbol wise, like I said, you can put the company's symbol over here, or date wise particularly, or more data if you want. Or similarly, if you want to go for block deals, just select block deals. I'll go for same 7 days in this also. So here is the data of past 7 days for the block deals as well. So the indication what you get from these kind of bulk deals or block deals, so what you can make out from these by seeing or tracking these deals is basically the major indication you can see. You can actually easily predict it if you look at the bigger picture. So if you just look at the big picture, the major participants in these deals are institutional investors, which are foreign institutional investors, mutual fund houses, banks, insurance companies, etc. So these are the institutional investors with huge pockets, and whenever they invest into a particular thing, they invest only after doing a good amount of research, or even when they pull out their amount or pull out their capital, they do that only after the research is done. So obviously this is a very good indication for a retail investor, or we can get a good direction where particularly which sector or stock is gaining momentum, where these institutional investors are trying and putting more and more money into or pulling out the money from. Because obviously any person or any institutional investor, any individual buys a particular stock or sector, enters into a particular sector knowing that there is good growth in the future, there is good value returns coming in that, and that is where they'll consider buying into it. So obviously this gives a very good direction for retail investors also to get indication where particularly the growth is there in the future coming time, which sectors are there, also where the interest or buying interest is falling off, where it is happening because they are considering selling. So these are the major indications you can get from these deals. So there is one cautious side you need to be careful of or keep track of. Sometimes, as I said, majorly retail investors use this bulk and block deals data to predict the what kind of stock to get into, what kind of HNI or institution or big institution is investing into the stock, so we should go into it or not, or we should go forward with it. So there are times when HNIs or institutional investors use this as a bait to attract more investors. So how? Let me try and give you an example. So let's say I am an HNI. Let's take the example of an HNI from India only, Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala. Now, Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is considered buying 2% of stake in a particular company. So, what he'll do is, if he buys more, 2% stake in a company, then obviously he'll need to disclose it publicly. Because, like I said, in a bulk deal, if you're buying more than 0.5% of the stake in any company, you need to disclose it publicly or to the regulator. So, publicly it is announced. So, instead of going more than 0.5% or going 2% at once, he will be buying 0.4% of the stake, but several times. So let's say he buys 0.4% 4 times, like 0.4% 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time. So that makes a total of 1.6%. And the last deal or the last purchase which he does is more than 0.5%, which will be 0.6%, to make it a total of 2%. So at that time, the last transaction will be disclosed to the regulator and disclosed publicly. publicly. So when this last transaction is announced, at that time more and more investors are attracted because they see that this particular HNI or institution is investing into this stock, so obviously there might be a good future. So they go, investors come more and more buying happens. And obviously, you know, when there is more buying in a particular stock or share, then obviously the stock price starts to rise or, you know, go upwards. So that actually becomes like a bait for the HNIs to give it to the retail investors, because in the previous transactions, if we had already mentioned it like at the start only that I'm going to invest a certain amount of money, then obviously at the starting point only the stock prices would have started rising because more and more investors would have come. So he did not disclose it at the beginning transactions, but in the last one, and so his last transaction is done and more investors are attracted into it and more purchasing is done in that particular stock. So basically these kind of data is publicly, you know, given or announced or given to the public to maintain the transparency, and retail investors can use this data as a clue for investments, for investing into particular stock, but not the only decision maker. So you also need to consider the other fundamental parameters to, you know, considering investing into a stock for a long term. So this data is helpful as a clue and not the only decision maker for the investment in the stock. So I hope I was like tad bit successful in making you understand this bulk deals and block deals and how to analyze it. So do use the comment section if there is any kind of more questions you have related to this topic, or if you have any kind of suggestions for furthermore topics which you want us to cover. It will be really appreciated. And do subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Hit the bell icon, like the video if you have liked the content. See you in the next one. Did you know on May 7, 2020, GSK, which is GlaxoSmithKline, sold its 5.7% stake in Hindustan Unilever for $3.35 billion, which according to Refinitiv, it is the largest block trade to have ever been carried out in India.